One surprising thing about my job is how dynamic it is. What I'm constantly adopting is the new trends, new technologies, and the learner needs. We focus on delivering training not only on the essential skills, but also we help the learner to build their capabilities.
They tell you like, thank you so much for your advice, for your course. Now I've got the promotion.
Yes, promotion. We used to receive these compliments.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ask If, where we discuss everything about trainings and exams. This video has been sponsored to you by MontRoyal Elevate. We have the offices in Canada, United Arab Emirates and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm your host Ibtihaj, and today joining me is Mr. Farhan. He is a training consultant at MontRoyal Elevate and he has got more than 5 year experience. So yeah, let's do it. Hello Mr. Farhan.
Hi, Mr. Jabtaj. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, very good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you so much.
How was the ride from Abu Dhabi?
Well, it was easy and comfortable, avoiding traffic.
Thank you so much for coming all the way from
Thank
Abu
you so
Dhabi.
much. A
We
pleasure
really
to
appreciate
have
that.
you.
And in today's episode, what we'll do is we'll try our best to answer as much as things about the trainings. Let's start with something fun. What is the surprising thing about your job that most of the people wouldn't expect?
Okay, so one surprising thing about my job is how dynamic it is, as many people assumes that it is all about academics. But what I am constantly adopting is the new trends, new technologies, and the learner needs. So this keeps the unique challenge for me, and which brings my work very meaningful and exciting.
That is really exciting and interesting as well. I want to speak about the technologies, the trends, but we'll do it later in the episode. All right. So another fun question. If you would have to describe your day in 3 words, what would that be and why?
Okay, that's a good one. I will say this, the three words I can describe is engaging, strategic, and the rewarding. And this reflects the mix of interaction, planning, and satisfaction, which comes from helping the learner grow. So this is the thing. So I can say this, for example, engaging, which reflects when we are engaging with the candidates and we are getting to know what requirement they want and what skills they don't want to develop, which course, in which course. So we will interact with the candidates.
Perfect. And as a training consultant, you have the interactions with the learning and development teams as well. So just for the sake of having more understanding about like how things work or like what exactly MontRoyal does, can you give us a little bit introduction or like what you do at MontRoyal Elevate?
Sure. As MontRoyal Elevate is empowering people and organization through practical training, which brings hands-on courses also, and it's like we understand that the job market and the business condition is evolving. So we focus on delivering training not only on the essential skills, but also we help the learner to build their capabilities.
That's really interesting. So basically, what kind of training programs do you provide? And if you can also give us the idea about the methodologies as well.
Well, we have a broad range of programs that are uh, tailored to the industry needs. And we focus on the main industries. There are three industries we focus. So one is IT and business professional, and the second one is leadership and professional development, and the third one is oil and gas. So let me give you some example in this IT and business management. So in this there are some training certifications that are PMI, certain access, Microsoft, and CompTIA. So this reflects the interest in the AI, data science, and the cyber security. So we are seeing the learner towards their career to build their knowledge and AI fluency and technical.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. So you have IT and business management, and then you have leadership and professional development, and then you have oil and gas courses. All right, and then all the big vendors that we talk about, Microsoft, and then talk about CompTIA, Oracle, they fit in these branches.
For the leadership and professional development, there are like some courses which covers, communication, leadership, and interpersonal skills. And for the oil and gas, there are some courses which covers supply chain, contract management, and finance budgeting. So these are the courses. This covers oil and gas industry. And coming to the delivery method, we do deliver both online and physical training, as we believe that the best learning is when the theoretical meets the practical application. So like we need the practical also. It's not just theoretical, so we cannot acquire the good skills. If we like communicate with the practical, we do something practical, we can gain more knowledge and get to know more about the courses.
Perfect. And in the what about the methodologies? Do you provide online?
Yes, we provide online, live, and physical classroom training also.
All right. So the next question is, so now we have spoken about MontRoyal Elevate. We know like which type of the trainings we provide here, and we also know about the methodologies as well. So let's talk about the people or the companies who actually take the training. Do you provide the trainings to the individuals, or do you provide the trainings to the organizations?
Well, I can say there is a mix of both. On one hand, there is an individual who are seeking to build their career, change industries, or gaining the specific skills in their career. And on the other hand, we work closely with the corporate clients, which invest in the teams to build their leadership pipeline and knowledgeable business knowledge. And so this both will help us to allow to the tailor programs to different learning profiles.
Perfect. That is great. So once the training ends, once the training wrap up, do you stay in contact with the people? Do you stay in contact with the organization, or is it only like one and done type of relationship?
Yes, of course we stay connected. It's not like just a hit and run case. Okay, so we have to be connected. We have to be contacted. Training, like ending one training session is not the final session. It's not the end. We have to do follow up.
And we can also think of it this way, that the skills should be upgraded all the time. It's not like, for example, if you have taken one training, you have upgraded yourself, you have achieved the goal. For example, your goal is to get a job and you get that particular training. So the technologies are evolving in such a way that you have to upgrade yourself every single hour or every single day. It's not a one and done job, or like the analogy that you have given, it's not a hit and run. So you have to be continuing improving yourself.
And it's about a trusted learning partner, not just the service provider.
All right. And from the training perspective, what role does the learning and development managers play?
Learning and development team is a very crucial partner for us. They help us. They know the main objective and skills about the company, and they help us to join and see how the training is going on. And their insight help us to tailor the what we call content, and the delivery method also, and making sure that the training is going perfectly.
So we can see when we speak about the learning and development managers, we're speaking about the organizations, and they are the representative of those organizations. They are the people who play the role of being a liaison between their organization versus the training company. So obviously from the training company, it's you, the training consultant, who's responsible to make sure that everything goes smooth for the training, and from the organization side, this is the learning and development manager. So both of the roles are very, very important. So how do you actually maintain the communication and make sure that everything is not only communicated properly, but also delivered with the help of the learning and development manager?
Okay, there are communication channels. We communicate with the client, email updates, and progress reports and regular check-in meetings. So this will help us to know what is going on. Okay, so these are the thing, and we make sure we are staying aligned in a same track, and if there is any issue or any trouble, so this can be addressed promptly with through this communication, email and reports.
So you have got like 5 years of experience, and obviously when it comes to the training project, your main point of contact is learning and development manager. And as we have just spoken about the communication part, let's just talk about the feedback part as well. How important is the feedback for you? And please answer me not only in perspective of the learning and development manager, but also about the participants as well. How important is the feedback from the participants of the training, you know?
Well, that's a good one. See, we have been receiving overwhelming feedback from the participants as they appreciate our practical and hands-on training, and which is not only like theoretical but also immediately impactful. So, and they also like value our expertise and our trainers and our supportive career focus uh, atmosphere we foster. So our mission is to create the learning more, and this is the best feedback we will get from the clients.
And how do you actually collect it from the participants? Let's say I am the participant of an organization, and I have a representative of L&D from the L&D department. You and him, you guys are in contact, right? I'm the participant. Maybe I'll get some instruction from learning and development manager, and then the trainer is actually involving me, right? So how do you actually collect the feedback from me, from the participant?
We use a different type of methods, like we use evaluation forms after the training and pre and post assessment, which measures the knowledge of the candidate, and also the qualitative feedback we'll get from the candidates. So that means like what we can do and what we can improve in the training. So this will help us, and this is the very even more better feedback for us, so we can improve for the trainings.
All right. So just for the sake of better understanding, let's say, and let's keep the same example going on. I'm the participant, and if I am struggling to keep up the knowledge of the trainer, or like of the whatever the objective of the training is, either it is technical, either it is leadership, if I am having a problem coping up as an individual in that class of, let's say, 20 people or 15 people, how do you actually cope up with that? Or like, if I can rephrase it, how do you support the students who are actually struggling in the in coping up the course of the exam?
Okay, so we give them the personalized support. Okay, and we give them. It's not like if anyone is having any issue or trouble, we don't then allow them to like fall behind. We will give them a flexible facing option and extra training sections, so that they can feel more engaging and confident in their career.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this is a thing we can improve.
So individual support, no matter, even if it is a collective class, if one individual is struggling, you can
Provide the personal support.
personal support or individual support to that particular candidate, so he can also cope up with the class. All right, that's really interesting. So what kind of the feedback do you receive from the students?
We receive very like very positive feedback, and they appreciate our trainer, our expertise also, and how we are delivering. The course from which they can gain more knowledge, and they can build in their career also.
All right, so in the start of the podcast, we were actually talking about the technologies, right? So as a consultant, as a learning consultant, your main job is actually to assist the students in order to achieve their goals, their academic goals. Let's say. So tell me like more about like how and which technologies do you use in your normal regular day-to-day activities, or like how do you do? Like, if you can give us some examples for the technologies.
There are like AI technologies, their data science is their cyber security. So these are the courses they can gain more knowledge. And one more thing, I can't recall what you were asking.
So I'm saying that these are the top courses. Okay, let's just have a conversation this way. If you can give us some examples of the top-notch courses, because in Dubai you see like everybody is talking about the AI, right? And it's not only like people are talking about it. People are actually using the AI in their daily routines as well. For example, ChatGPT plus version, even the other tools for marketing, for CRM, for LLMs.
Yeah, like Oracle Fusion is there.
Exactly. They provide the AI versions of that as well, right? It's a day-to-day life. So in your experience, if a student comes and they want to have a course, they want to study something in which they can actually cope up with the market, which type of the technological courses will you recommend?
We recommend like Microsoft is there, and ChatGPT, and we can provide them like certain access training.
All the services at MontRoyal Elevate. Looking forward, how are you actually going to take care of, how you are actually going to improve the services? How do you actually plan or actually grow to?
See, we are always looking to improve and grow. So that means like we will be updating for the new technologies. We will keep the updates on the new technologies, and we will add new courses. What's going on the industry, and we are also working on like making the training more personal and engaging, so that the people should get motivated and grow in their career also.
So let's talk about a little bit about the personalized version of the training. How are you actually making it personal, or like how do you actually take care of that component? I mean, is it about the training content? Is it about the training delivery that you are actually making it personal to the people?
Yes, we do deliver. Like I mean, like for example, we are giving a personal training, what skills they want to develop. So we will give more about the course, what they want to increase. I mean, they gain knowledge. So we will guide them in a right way. I mean, for example, some people will take. If for example there is a beginner, so and he comes and asks that I want to take the advanced level. So no, we will say that no, this is not the right thing. Okay, first we will say that you have to go with the basic. So every level has the prerequisite. So first we have to complete the level, first basic level, and then you have to go for the intermediate level, and then the advanced level.
This is really interesting, and this actually I want to speak a little bit more about on this point. So now here you basically you just have spoken about the assessment of the student, and this is really wonderful point. So for example, if I come and I tell you like I have like 5 years of experience, I'm already working on these technologies. So basically this is my assessment, right? You are assessing my skill, and you based on that assessment you will actually provide your recommendation, like which courses, which platform, which pathway is actually recommended for me.
Yes, absolutely.
That is really interesting. So for example, if a person, let's say I want to do something on the AI thing, and I have got, let's say, 8 years of experience, let's say, in marketing, and I want to learn something on the AI. So what will be your recommendation?
I will recommend to like you can increase more what are the new technologies in the AI, the updated versions. This will help in your career, and you can like maintain very good interaction with your skills. So this will help you in your job.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm trying to take your services, as a consultant.
No worry. I'm happy to share with these things.
Perfect. Thank you so much for giving me that advice. So, for someone who's considering joining a training center like you, what advice would you give them?
See, I will be very clear about the goals. Okay, what skills they want to develop and how do they want to apply. Okay, and then do your research Okay, then do your research, look for the training center which combines both like practical and hands-on training support. See, what I say this, the training is not just about, I mean, only the theoretical. Only the theoretical or watching the videos or reading the slides. It's all about you're gaining the new skills, and when you get the right guidance, so this will get the real progress in your career.
Perfect. And training should be fun as well, right?
Of course, of course. Otherwise, there will be no like enjoyable. I mean, there will be no interesting
It will like a typical class. The teacher is
reading, and yes,
and you think it's your
you
time
feel
to
you will
nap.
feel sleepy. Okay, okay, I will take a nap, and then
Yeah.
yes, okay, we will go for the next question.
So let me ask this: like, this is one of the main job for the trainer as well, but as a consultant, you also make sure that this is not happening in the class.
Of course, yes, we will make sure these things we will be aligned with the uh, content, what content we are using, so that the candidate should be more focused on these things, not to get distracted from this thing.
And the content means like whatever the trainer is going to teach,
Yes,
the fun activities.
yes, and the practical activities, whatever it is there. So we will include these things, so that the candidate should get more focus on this training.
All right, that is really interesting. So what I can see is on your daily job, day-to-day activities, it's not only about the trainings, execution. It's about like you will have to make sure that the objectives of the trainings should be met by the end of the day. And you're also keeping in touch with the learning and development manager and also updating him like this is what is happening and this is how we have achieved the training goals. So it looks really like a very a busy.
Yes, of course, we have to be very active in these things.
All right. So what would you say is the most rewarding part of your work?
Well, I will say this. It's when we see this the learner grow in their career and in their job. If someone is having a master skills and getting a new role, and they feel empowered in their jobs, so this makes us very rewarding, and it's a very best compliment for us. If anyone is gaining, the candidate is gaining more knowledge and getting a new role, getting a promotion or something, so this is very best compliment.
So does the candidates come back?
Of course,
They tell you like thank you so much for your advice, for your course. Now I've got the promotion.
promotion. We used to receive this compliments.
All right, that is really great, and like obviously it's very rewarding to know about it because at the end of the day it's their accomplishment and you are actually getting happy because you helped him to do that as well.
Correct, absolutely.
Perfect. All right, and finally, if you can change one thing about the training industry, what would that be?
See, what I will do, I will make the training very accessible, align with the job market, what is in the job market, what's going in the job market. I will say that's, see, too often training is outdated, theoretical, and disconnected what employer actually wants. They will be not focused also. So what I suggest is the the candidates should be gain more, the both knowledge and the employable skills. And also we can make training more flexible and open the doors for the people to participate and benefit in their career.
That is really interesting. You just spoke about the quality, like the most of the trainings would be outdated and you would definitely want to increase the quality of the trainings, and how you actually want to do that is with the making sure that the objectives are met with the help of academic plus the practical exercises, everything with the candidate.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, done. Thank you so much, Mr. Farhan. And last question, if someone, any student, any learning development manager, if they want to reach out to you and they want to discuss their training requirements or their training capabilities, how can they actually reach out to you?
You can reach out us on our website MontRoyal Elevate or monelevate.com, and we have the social media platforms, which is Instagram, the Facebook and the LinkedIn. So you can connect us and we will be very glad to assist you in any of the trainings.
And they can also reach out to the office as well, right?
Office also, yes. We have the offices in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi.
And both of the offices are in very prime location, so they can get the location, they can come to you
Easily, yes.
It's sometimes it is best to meet face to face as well, you know.
Of course, of course.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Farhan, for your all of your time. And that's all from our side for today. I hope this session is very much useful for you. And at the end of the day, you would have learned about the trainings and how the execution has been done. In case of any questions, you guys can reach us out in the comment section below, or you can actually reach out to us on our contact number as well. That's all, and we'll see you in the next episode.